Please, Hot Toys, not be like a $450, $500 figure, please.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at DMW All Things Marvel, which is a legit Marvel merchandise business, family owned, and it features all kinds of fun posts on their site, including incredible customs and action figure photography. They have giveaways over there, and it's a little community over there, man. You know, people find figures for each other, people trade figures over there, so I recommend it. Check it out, link in the description below. And just to put it out there, DMW All Things Marvel did hook us up with an awesome binary Captain Marvel, which I'm going to do a giveaway for over on the Patreon. So if you're interested in supporting these videos and you want to participate in the giveaways, check the link in the description below. And so far, this is looking really good. I'm really excited for this. On the side, you can see Squirrel Girl right over there. Very nice art. I like the chipmunks, or not the chipmunks, but the squirrels all, yeah! And then on the back right here, you can see some nice product shots, and then some more product shots right there on that side. And then there's a read-up in many languages right over there. And then you can see the squirrel saying chitty chuck chit, which is not how squirrels speak. I always thought it was squeaka, squeak, squeakum. You can see Squirrel Girl with the squirrels again, and then on the top you can see this nice spot varnished squirrel logo right there on the very top with a little bow, and not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Squirrel Girl out of the packaging with all of her accessories that you can see right here. I'm very excited to finally have this figure. I love getting new characters for my Marvel Legends collection, so I'm really happy about that. Some may not be so excited to have to pay for this motorcycle or scooter or moped or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, some may not be happy with it, but I think there's some use for it for displaying and stuff. So I'm not upset about that. I'm stoked for these accessories. So let's get a closer look at them, and then we'll take a closer look at Squirrel Girl. I don't think this really counts as an accessory, but it's the inside of the packaging, and I usually don't talk about this, but I just like how this came out. With it being out of focus and everything, it's just really fun to take pictures with. So stay tuned for photos at the end of the video. We get the moped right here, and we get the 3 squirrels, and man, I just think this is cool. I just like it. For a moped comparison, here's the one that came with Deadpool, and you could see that, you know, they're the same thing, just painted differently. So the thing with this one right here, you do have to put in the 2 rear view mirrors and the little horn right there. I like connecting it right here. If you try to connect it on a handlebar, it's just going to fall off, so it's very loose. And then we get the 3 squirrels. So they each have names. So I believe this one is Tippy Toe. I'm not sure if you know all the names, you know, let me know. But I like the eyes right there. Nice black paint. So this one looks very cute. And then one of these could be Monkey Joe. And then I know she's got names for all kinds of, you know, different squirrels and stuff, you know. So I do like these a lot. This is really cool. So nice sculpt on these. I really dig them. I like this one eating the acorn right over there. That's very cute. I like that a lot. And then for a squirrel comparison, I have Squirrel Pool right over here. And that came with the box set and scooter set with Deadpool. You can see that they didn't reuse anything. This one actually has head articulation. You can turn the head side to side. You can't do that with any of these right over here. But I love how they fit into this basket. This basket is so cute. It's the newest addition to this piece. And it's plugged in there very well. I tried unplugging it, and yeah, it's not wanting to come off. It looks like it could be a Deadpool symbol right underneath there, because that's what the other bike had. But I really like this teal color and the black and the white. It just looks really good. I'm really happy with this. You do get the kickstand right here, which moves forward and back, and the tires are made out of rubber, and they're sculpted with some nice treads at the bottom, so I'm really happy with that. And yeah, you get some tailpipe action right there, brake light or tail light. I really like this whole look right here, so that's very cool. Getting Squirrel Girl on this is a bit tricky because she has the tail and everything. It just kind of gets in the way, so you just have to spend some time with it. I think earlier, I don't think her butt cheeks were actually touching the seat. The tail was kind of keeping that from happening, but I still think it looks great. So that could be annoying just depending on how far your OCD goes. So this is the second design of Squirrel Girl that I'm familiar with. The very first one I actually do prefer, and in her original appearance, she did team up with Iron Man at the age of 14 years old to defeat Dr. Doom with squirrels. Yeah, I'm surprised people weren't outraged when that happened, or maybe they were, because that was before my time. But anyway, I'm most familiar with this character from her being as Jewel and Luke Cage's nanny, from her babysitting Danielle Cage, and then she's also pretty prominent character in Marvel Rising, which I think works really well. And she is not a mutant, but she does have altered genes that do give her the super strength, agility, senses, ability to talk to squirrels. She has the prehensile tail. Yeah, that's part of her. She also has a razor sharp claws and knuckle spikes. And this figure kind of looks like Lorraine Sink to me. Am I the only one who thinks that? I don't know. By the way, Lorraine Sink is just an awesome person, I think. She was the very first person I talked to at the Endgame premiere. That was a comic nut, and we're just like both like geeking out off of Endgame and everything and all the references and stuff. So anyway, fun times. And this is a really good looking head sculpt. It looks like they're almost using the photoreal tech. Like it looks like a person. That's how I was thinking of an actual living human being when I looked at this thing. Now the paint apps are not the cleanest. The mouth bothers me a lot. I just wish that was applied, the way it should have been. You could see it's just not lined up the way it should, and that just really bothers me. But I do like how the eyes came out. I like the blush on the cheeks. The eyebrows look good. The green eyes look beautiful. You could even see eyelashes in there. I mean, there's all kinds of detail. And the teeth are sculpted in there. I think that looks really good. It's just, again, the paint just was not applied properly. I love how the hair came out. We get some nice hair detail in this. I like that. Some of that detail does disappear on the lower half of her hair right there, but that's okay. It's something I noticed, but not something that really bothers me. I do think the head sculpt just came out looking really good. And the rest of the figure looks really good too, man. Nice jacket right here. I do like this. And then, the upper torso looks really good. And then we get some nice wrinkles right there on the arm. I'm not a big fan of, I'll get into that more later, but yeah, we get the open hands right here. I like having interchangeable hands, so that's a thing I wish we had. And then you can see that, the jacket looks really good. I thought that she was supposed to have an acorn or something on the back of this. I could be wrong about that, but let me know if you know in the comment section below. The big old fluffy squirrel girl tail looks great. I like that, so that looks really good. I really like the detail on this little belt right here. That's really impressive to me. I like that, It looks like it's made out of leather, so very realistic looking, So yeah, even though this is not my favorite design of Squirrel Girl, it does make her look like somebody who works at Yosemite National Park, and I think that's totally appropriate. But yeah, I like these little fluffy pieces right over here around the thighs. Then you get the gray right over here. Unfortunately, this pin just came out short. You can see it's not going all the way through, so my right leg or my right knee joint right there at the top is super loose, as opposed to this side. You can see it went all the way through. This one didn't quite make it. Maybe if I shave off some plastic right there. So yeah, that bothers me. And then nice fluffiness going on around the boots right here. Nice wrinkled details. I love that. And we get some beautiful looking treads right there at the bottom of the feet and peg holes. Now, one thing I really dig about the articulation on this figure is that you can get her into a vanilla pose. Even with this big old fluffy tail right here, she will stand up on her own. So I think that is great. Getting the head to look up can be just a little tricky due to that collar right there. But there are times where I'm able to kind of like get her kind of half right there on that ball joint to get her to look up more so. So that works out okay for me. But without doing that and getting it snapped on there all the way, she'll only look up that far. Can't get her to look down that much. She does shift forward and back a little bit. You get side-to-side motion at the head and some good head pivoting right there. Shoulders move outward that far. They will move down just that much. And you do really have to push for that because the jacket will get in the way. You get a full rotation right over here at the shoulder. Sometimes you do see some flesh tone seeping through, so she does shave her armpits in case you're curious. And then she does have a single jointed elbow. Wish we had double jointed elbows on this particular figure because I want her crawling around. I want her getting to grab the handlebars on her moped, and it's just harder for her to do that without the double jointed elbows. Sorry for complaining about a thing. Anyway, you get rotation on the elbows as well, and then you get rotation at the wrist, and they turn up and down. And the diaphragm joint moves forward, it moves back, and then you do get some swivel over here and great diaphragm pivot. Hips move outward very far. She'll kick forward that much and not back so much. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and then she does have boot rotation, which I really like. Ankles move down, they move up, and she has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Squirrel Girl figure, you can see that she is standing right at the 6-inch mark. And then for a size comparison, here we have Squirrel Girl next to Luke Cage and Jewel from the Amazon exclusive 4-pack Defenders set, and she does stand shorter than Jewel, which is totally fine. One thing I wanted to mention is I did try ripping the arms off of one of my Mary Jane figures and put it on the Squirrel Girl to remove the jacket because I just wanted to know how that look would go. I was able to get the arms off the Mary Jane figure, but I was not able to get the arms off the Squirrel Girl. So if you know how, let me know. Then here's Squirrel Girl next to the only Marvel Rising figures that I have in my collection. I think these are the only ones I have. I'm not really a big follower of Marvel Rising. I don't know how well that show did. But anyway, we have Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel, and Spider-Gwen. And then here's Squirrel Girl next to a couple other teenage Marvel characters, even though I think by now she's probably in her 20s, while these are younger characters, I guess. But anyway, we have X-23, and we have Stinger right over here, who I actually also got to meet at the Endgame premiere after party, which was amazing. Yeah, Emma Furman was awesome. She was great. And then here's Squirrel Girl next to the recently released Fantastic Four Waves Doctor Doom, and we have our 80 Years Iron Man. And then here's Squirrel Girl next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Whoa, an animal-based character. Hopefully you don't hate spider-based characters, huh? Are we cool? Oh, we are? Sweet! High five! Badass. I know I mentioned the Endgame premiere a couple of times throughout this review, and it's just because I watched Endgame again. Whenever I watch Endgame, I just get teleported back in time to April 2019, and I'm at that premiere again, and it was just such an epic moment in my life, man. It was just incredible. But anyway, I'm really happy with this set, man. I really don't have a whole lot to complain about. I didn't mention that she does not have an articulated tail, and that's one thing I would have liked to have seen on the figure. And you do have gripes, you know, double jointed elbows and little things, you know. I got that pin on the knee, so that bothers me, but that's just my particular piece. Like the gripes that I have with this figure, or my biggest gripes with the figure, like the pain on the mouth and that knee, those are QC issues. So hopefully there's really good copies out there, and I hope if you find one, that came out looking great. I like this set, man. I'm really happy with it, and at the price point of around $40, I'm gonna give this set a sud rating of
It's not so bad.
and I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below, and hit that like button if you liked this video, and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people over here that support this YouTube channel over on Patreon. If you're interested in supporting these fully edited reviews or everything I do here on YouTube, please check it out. It helps with the wellness of the channel. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, a sip more shot, your face, a sip more shot, your face.